In a sun-drenched village nestled beside a wide, winding river lived a young girl named Zara. Zara loved to play, to chase butterflies, and to laugh with her friends. She also loved watching her grandmother, Nana Amina, weave the most beautiful, colorful cloths in the whole village. Nana Amina's hands moved like dancing spiders, turning threads into patterns of swirling leaves and leaping gazelles. Everyone called her the wise weaver. One sweltering afternoon, a deep rumble echoed across the sky. Dark clouds, like giant gray blankets, began to roll in, swallowing the bright sun. A cool breeze, smelling of damp earth, rustled through the mango trees. "Rain," shouted Zara, her eyes wide. "Nana, the clothes! We must bring in all the clothes." Around their hut, vibrant fabrics were drying on lines stretched between posts, deep indigo wraps, bright yellow skirts, and red tunics swaying gently in the breeze. But Nana Amina, her fingers still busy with her loom, simply smiled. "Hold on, little one," she said, her voice as calm as the still river. "Not all rain requires you to take in clothes." Zara paused, a blue cloth clutched in her hand. "But Nana," she protested, "they'll get wet. And then we'll have to dry them all over again." Nana Amina chuckled softly. "Look closely, my dear. Do you see the tiny drops beginning to fall?" Zara peered up. Indeed, only a few, fat drops were beginning to speckle the dusty ground, making little dark circles. Plink! Plonk! They landed here and there, but not in a steady stream. "This is just a whisper of rain," Nana Amina explained. "It's the earth sighing with thirst, taking only a little sip. If we rush to gather everything, we use our energy when it's not truly needed. Sometimes, the sky just wants to clear its throat before truly singing." Just as Nana Amina finished speaking, the sparse drops stopped. The dark clouds, as if on cue, began to drift apart, revealing patches of brilliant blue sky. A gentle, warm breeze swept through, and within minutes, the few damp spots on the clothes evaporated. The air felt fresh and clean, and the sun shone even brighter than before. Zara looked at the clothes, still hanging, now completely dry. She looked at Nana Amina, who was back to her weaving, her hands moving gracefully. "So, the rain wasn't angry," Zara whispered, understanding dawning in her eyes. "It was just saying hello." Nana Amina nodded, her eyes twinkling. "Exactly, my clever girl." Just like in life, sometimes challenges look big and scary, like a huge storm is coming. But if we rush to panic and pull everything inside, we might miss that it's only a few drops, a small moment that will pass quickly. We learn to see the difference between a sprinkle and a downpour. From that day on, Zara learned to look before she acted. When a friend seemed upset, she didn't immediately rush to give advice. She would first listen, like waiting for the sky to decide if it was truly going to pour. When a small problem arose, she didn't fuss and fret. She would pause, observe, and ask herself, is this a few drops, or a real storm? And she always remembered Nana Amina's wise words, not all rain requires you to take in clothes. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.